Yep, just gonna get into it. 5 seconds, and if I get cut in, just know there are 5 seconds where I'm trying to make sure things are okay. Otherwise, let me know if the audio is off. I'm too loud, I'm too low, the game's too loud, the game's too low, because I just want to get into it. Because I was running around doing a lot of things as I get into Herald, Fatalist, Character Exclusive, Random Item, Kana. And that's why the stream is starting later than expected. I sound a little low, I can hear it in myself, but it's actually sound light. Strength, second encounter, dexterity, and maybe charisma. And me going fast may be a bad thing, but yeah, I want to make up for lost time, so let's at least get this run done in under 15 minutes, question mark? And we'll find out. What are we on again? Herald, Fatalist. So, I might have to take one of the 2 guaranteed mysteries-ish. And yes, I know about several storage stuff, although I think there's like 2 mainly. 2 main glitches that have to do with the storage. One was the rerolls and scissors, and the other is infinite dolls. So yes, I know about those already. Those I've chosen not to for obvious reasons. If those come up, I think those are different from improvise, in my opinion. But we do have scissors and we do have ward, so we're gonna take scissors first, just in case this is B and or we have recluse. But yeah, just to say again really quickly as I get timeline of B scissors, we are not going to be using any doll exploit. That I think is fundamentally different than improvising for Dollars and or Burning Man, and we'll move on. There's more I could say, or I wanted to talk about. I usually have some notes about what to talk about, but because I was in such a rush, I didn't really get as much time to prepare this stream. Oh my goodness, and that's why I'm messing my words up, and I sound a little winded. If I don't, more winded than I normally would sound. Also, we are Kana, so we just probably eat this in the face. No, we just do this twice and get out. Although it would be nice to hold on to 3 stamina to desperate struggle, I don't think we really get the choice. So, onto the roof we go, thankfully. Again, you can re-roll this if you want by going into the storage. The storage is a very particular, how do I want to say? Not event, but in programming terms, an event for me. It's how I can think about it. And it results in funny stuff happening in the game. I don't know if some of them are new stuff, like, well, obviously Doll is new because that's a recluse, but things like re-rolling in scissors, I forgot. Re-rolling the 3rd event, which could be rooftop and or pool. And rooftop has 2 possibilities. I'm making sure I have clamp and bow. But anywho, that's enough about that. Just know I won't be doing either of those. And if it's not readily made apparent why, you can ask me. If you're watching the stream, or in the future if you're curious. So, bow 4 claps, right? Is what I'm supposed to be guessing. At least the first 2 are bow clap. Nope, I'm going crazy. So, I'm going crazy. Hopefully I get the last 3 right, but no. It's clap, bow, bow. So, whoopsie doopsie. We die once, but we were in scissors. Now, roads closed is not going to be nice, but we'll deal with it. And then Blood Moon is going to mean I always prepare. But that's not too crazy either. I might as well just drink both of these now to get as much healing done as possible. Do I want to take ward now? No, I want to hope for a town mystery. If I don't get one, well, I asked for it, so here's Akamanto. Thankfully, we're not on something like, say, Knight Errant and or Zektask, because this could have been really bad. Also, I should be checking my max threat levels. Hospital downtown? Yeah, hospital. I don't have the illegal then, don't I? Because I was doing a thing, so. What I could have done is sold a lot of stuff, but I think I have to gamble on the Witch's Tree, because I'm scared about... Well, I know I'm in Akamanto, but still. As Kana, I always try to take a precaution where I might die, like, more than 4 times. And 4 is a specific number, because that's my comfort threshold in terms of how many times I allow myself to die as Kana. Now, there are other things I could do. Also, I'm just opening that up, because, you know, I am working with a lot of Doom, but still. Let's enter the hardware store and see. I think you can sell from here. Yeah, you can. And then we grab the monkey wrench and have a field day. Now, let's just make sure we don't get out of funds. But we're effectively at 13% due. Maybe 16 or 19% depending on how many times I need to rest, but I'm Kana, so that should not be a non-issue, but I should be wary about it, because we do have Ward, and I'm probably going to run from that boss. Now, I didn't know I was going to pass that check. We did get a 3+2 modifier, but hey, the rolls are what they are. Finally able to catch a stream. Thank you for coming to the stream. that's all I can be thankful for. That's the least I can be thankful for, sorry. What a bad term of phrasing, but try to speed through this run because I'm making up for the late start for this stream. Although we should be okay. The other things I'm probably not going to do are use, say, spells like Mind Drain and or... Ooh, well, no, I think we're fine. Actually, we want to die here. Probably. Let's find out if we don't just die to reason, but we should be able to do this. Now, equipping things like the Demon Mask, maybe, but sounds kind of contradictory, but I don't want to equip... I mean, I will still equip the things like the Demon Mask or equip rings, but things like using spells infinitely as Kana, probably going to hold back from it. Because that's literally a true infinite, so hey. You can argue against that and say, well, Jordan, you already do things like... focusing on whether or not I actually want to die here. I probably should, all things considered. What I also should have done was use the box cutter, but I'm thinking we definitely want to die once. Do I get to defeat him? What's going on here? Why am I going crazy? We're on a oh, we are. Quick play. I'm for some reason I'm making a mistake. Okay, so that does do 9 damage. So this does 18 on a desperate action, which I should do. Oh my goodness, my body is going crazy. So I should do that now because I won't get to do it after Kana gets 1 death, and this should be 18 because all damage is a very, very strategical death here, and we should be able to get out this time. So basically 5 doom decreases by 5 overall, and I didn't need to rest because, well, I am Kana. We did get time skip, so that there's the equalizer there. And there's not much else to do. I could take quick thinking and try to 8 my dexterity, but I think I'm still gonna take strength and just tank the lighthouse. So yeah, I didn't get either. Is it art knowledge? I think it's art knowledge. Am I going crazy? I think I'm going crazy. I'm still increasing strength regardless. And we'll move on. So I have a bottle of water, just take experience then, and I guess we might as well take Ward now. Because Ward. For those who don't know, you can look at the... For Fatalist, you have 2 mysteries you can look at. Maybe 3 if I'm going crazy, but I swear it's 2. So on the mystery board, you can tell which 2 mysteries... You can tell 2 out of the 5 mysteries based on the picture or image of the mysteries on the board. And they're usually the 2nd and 4th one from the left. As I think about what I'm going to do here. We're on max threat level here, right? So I should let her sleep. So that I'm taking less damage, theoretically speaking. Now, if we have Coma, then it'll play itself off. But dying to reason here, on the other hand, is probably not as great. But we have to, if the time comes. And I actually also need this thingy-majiggy. So I should also just equip the Crestfallen Mask now. I should also equip, on top of that, the box cutter. So let me make sure. How much is it doing? 668.50. So we definitely get to prep attack. Will that allow me to handcuff? Thank you for your wishes, or thank you for the luck of good luck, or these saying that... Yeah, thank you for cheering me on, basically. I'll need all the luck I can get. Oh, man. Well, I can tank this fight. Do I want to? We get a steak knife from this? Is it worth dying a few times? And we should only be taking damage from the 1 source, question mark, so I think I can. In the interest of maybe one-turning the boss here. Never mind. Wait, no, this is fine. So we definitely do this now. If I did this in the earlier turn, Desperate Prep Strong, bad things could have happened. I mean, it was 9 HP anyway, but hey. I should have rested here, actually. But hold on. Favorite mystery besides Recluse? Only have seen people play Recluse, yet to play 1.0. Oh. It's really fun. But yeah, it's... Ward is going to be... In terms of actual pain in the run, it's painful. Really? Did I have a penalty there? No, there's no way, right? No. Well, it's too late now. Hopefully I don't die to Reason as well. Because then we'd still be doing good Doom-wise, but now I need to take stamina damage. Basically, you want to... If you're going to die as Kana, you want to die by all damage and stamina and Reason at the same time. I've already said the reason why you want to do that, but just in case... Just to repeat things as I pretty much autopilot this, I forgot to equip the Monkey Wrench, but I don't get to, unfortunately, do the thing, but it should be fine. In fact, I think we even... Yeah, it should be fine. I might as well use this bottle of water. And then we do this, right? If this doesn't defeat, I would prep... I was prepping the steak knife. Oh my goodness. Wake up, Jordan! You need to do the stream. You need to do a Nuzlocke challenge. Anywho, spells and fetid fumes doesn't matter. As Kana, your fetid fumes hurts you less. Yeah, if you need to use it, you can. But yeah, again, in my mind, usually you want to use it to avoid dying to one because you want to die to both at the same time. Anywho. That being said, it's now really funny that there aren't a lot of events that remove both stamina and Reason. There's like one or two I can think of off the top of my head, one of them being mermaids, and that's really like an Oh, we have metamorphosis, by the way. It's a mystery-specific event, but you get what I mean. Not a lot of events that remove stamina and Reason at the same time. And yeah, this is gonna hurt a lot. So, what do I get here? Possibly a 2-turn? 70%? We'll go for it. Just very tired. Stream me? Yeah, I'm very tired. On top of... I will admit, I woke up late in the past 16 hours, so that is a factor that's going to take effect. Also, I didn't handcuff, but I didn't think I needed to. Yeah, that's what I was unconsciously thinking of, I think. But Doom-wise, we're still... If we die one more time, we can still take it back. I might as well visit the monument now. And we can move on. Kana gets that too. So losing efficient rest like through a nose or anything else. Fetid fumes, it doesn't hurt Kana as much. And monument use is a lot more workable because you don't die. Unless, of course, the monument use kills you, which can maybe a bug, but I'd rather leave it. If I were developing World of Horror, let's just say this much, because there are some things that I should feel confident in saying. I would leave that in, unless, of course, it causes a bug later on, then you want to fix it. But basically, the ideal fix is to fix it if it is a bug, but still allow Kana to die in the monument, because otherwise, the Doom increase will outdo the Doom decrease, because dying increases Doom by 5 and monument decreases Doom by 3. So be it, but hey. Again, I wouldn't care either way, it's just that if I had a choice. Now that I say that, I guess I don't mind it as much, but still. If it were fixed. And Kana does not die. Because what happens then is that Kana takes, say, 9 stamina damage at the monument when you use it and doesn't die, but yeah, while Doom overall increases, I can think of some infinites that may arise with the power of spells and or allies. Or in the future, anyway, if more things are added. So, let me just do this. Oh my goodness, yeah, I woke up and I'm really out of it right now, so I may need to AFK after this, and I need to make a point to remember that, because it'll allow me to cut out parts of the stream much easier. Which is something I did for the last stream, because I did a thing on accident, so it wasn't anything too bad, I just pulled up the wrong AFK thing, and yeah, it was basically for another game. Different games use different AFK screens if I am streaming them. That's what I want to say, and I can't say correctly. Before I end this fight, I might as well talk about the why I allow improvise. Again, these are basically just house rules. I don't think I need to say much about Infinite Stuffed Doll in Recluse. That's readily self-apparent. But things like Kana, not using spells as Kana. If anything, not using... Well, no, not using spell. I don't use Mind Drain and or Ghostly Spear as Kana. I think that is actually a bug that's at least more likely to be fixed, but probably going to be fixed. So why would I use something that's going to be patched out anyway? Now, Demon Mask and Rings that also decrease max stamina reason, that's why I'm wary about those as well. Because I assume those might be fixed more than something like Infinite Improvise here. And I've already given my reason for Improvise. If you need me to say it again, I will. But the important part is that Improvise, while... Improvise is one, you have to get into the encounter, and two, even when you're in them, your storage limits the amount of times you can improvise. You are not limited by the times you can do storage glitch for a stuffed doll, casting Mind Drain for Kana, so on and so forth. You know, equipping rings, basically, those are true infinites, whereas improvise is not a true infinite, because while yes, you can infinitely improvise, your storage limits the amount of broken bottles and branches you can grab. So if I were to give a reason... Also, I need to equip these box cutters, so let's do that. And I think I still want the steak knife, yeah. I won't throw the empty bottle. That does do 1 more point of throw damage over the thing. Also, if we run into another encounter, so be it. But let's... That counts as a reason penalty? Oh my goodness. Those are... These things like penalties decreasing the amount of reason you ultimately recover are bugs that I assume that need to be addressed over things like improvise, which by design it makes more sense. And I guess you could also argue, well, by design that means that Kana shouldn't get their max stamina and reason decreased because they equip mass, because they use spells that decrease max stamina and reason, unless those spells just get changed. But that's a very band-aid fix. I wouldn't say it's a bad fix, but oof. So minus for all, by the way. We could choose to die here, but this is... I'm feeling pretty not comfortable, but healthy. At the same time, I guess we'll find out. Yeah. I'm not saying not using spells as Kana, basically not using very specific spells, mainly Mind Drain and Ghostly Spear. But anywho. I'm missing 4 damage. Box Cutter does nothing, near nothing when thrown. So I should brace here instead, but that's... I mean, so be it. I think I will do this. Thankfully we got food. No, we don't. We need 4 damage. I guess we do throw the Box Cutter. No, wait. No, we get to Desperate Action. What am I talking about? So, Prep Strong, right? Into at least 16 damage. If this does less, I would be very surprised. But yeah, Kana stuff. So we might be able to level up again. It'll really depend. 6th floor. I forgot my second encounter, by the way, so this could be bad. I'm really out of it. I'm out of it because I'm more tired. But anywho, we'll keep the Box Cutter on us for the moment because, well, it's arguably a better weapon than the Monkey Wrench. Of course, when it breaks, it's not. But let's find out what we're on. Arms. So, we'll keep an eye out for Ito-sensei because from my notes, it seems like it's supposed to be ending A, or timeline A, if we have the real Ito-sensei standing up. But otherwise... let's find out. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything that does all damage in the apartments, so we hope and pray. And if we get to the lighthouse with 78% doom or less, I can just pretty much freely move out, but let's find out. So, this is stamina damage, surely. Can I afford to die here is the question. I probably should. But I'm gonna throw all of this anyway, because I don't want to run. But I could also just choose a brace and desperate action next turn. So let's do that instead. And if the box cutters break, so be it. We've gotten good use out of them, so they are broken now. So let's take out the monkey wrench and stuff. I also forgot to take out the empty bottle. That was a misplay, but we should still be fine. We're on encounter lockout. Strategies are favored. That's a very comment for earlier, but yeah, you gotta make do with what you've got. But again, some people might call basically improvise and exploit, so be it. I wouldn't really argue too much. Now that being said, maybe I do take out the empty bottle here, so maybe I can save. So you know what? We're gonna actually do that. And we are on timeline B, so away I go. 4 stamina damage, we pretty much just tank that. But we do our best by throwing all of these, because that will save me Doom and or stamina, theoretically speaking. Unfortunately, this is not enough, but we need to hopefully hit this. That way I can go for a brace plate or something better. I could choose to throw the monkey wrench or the thing, but I'm going to throw the funny mask instead. We've pretty much got all the healing we want done, even if we run to Takshisan. That's less of an issue. We do lose bats, so throwing the empty bottle was a good call. And funny enough, we take final stretch. We might even just double stack, but we have a strength check, so in the interest of surviving, let's do that. And we take these things with us, because why not? And we should be perfectly okay. We should be perfectly okay. We run into Takshisan first, but he's going to be a non-issue, I promise you that. So let's go into Takshisan and find out. How much does this do? 1, right? Yeah, 1. So we swing for the fences. And then just handcuff, although I should really just brace to be certain. I think I can do this, right? No, I cannot. So let's just do this, and we should be getting out next turn with the power of handcuffs, unless I bumblefish things. Not that it matters. My life was not on the line, gameplay-wise, so yeah. But I won't show you the scoreboard until after the run is actually over. So let's find out. I don't remember at all. So I think it was actually Drain Swimmer into... Ooh, wait. It might actually be this. Nope, wrong. It was definitely one of the school investigations then, but I second-guessed myself. And if it wasn't the Young Witch, then, well, I just got things wrong. But that is a Herald run down as Kana. So I will show you the scoreboard quickly before we move on to the next run. Because, boy, do we have a lot of gods to go through and RNG in terms of just hitting quick play and seeing if I get a different god. If I don't, as you should know, but I'll remind people, I need to just survive on the god and move on. So, hey. And once more to repeat, this challenge is not actually that hard. It's just, hey, Goizo, ill-fated, all perks. It's what it is. But we are playing as Aiko. We do have all perks, but Goizo is more normal. Now, all perks that kind of can gimp Aiko, but at this point it's RNG. Knowledge, strength, dexterity, charisma, every single stat check, second encounter, definitely, and maybe Takshisan. But we'll see. I could go just kicking with Aiko, but I should have actually leveled up. I think this is a very... I usually like to level up looking at the mysteries, but I should have leveled up beforehand, because if I got, say, core strength, then yeah, I would have probably wanted to do the thing. So, get core strength, or any other damage increase, or maybe even time action increases. But we have Recluse, Teacher, Botanist, Ward again, and Arm. So maybe I should have just gone for a legal den if nothing else, but we're here now. I could run from Ward. We are on Goizo though, so we need to value our thing. So let's level up now. On our own, we seemingly won't get any allies. It's not like we need ammo stash, and a point of knowledge is interesting for Recluse, in case my knowledge drops for whatever reason, but we're going to take on our own instead. That way I can push my strength to 8 and get closer to bracing Recluse, which we should be able to do, which means I'm going to take Teacher and or Botanist first. In fear of roads closed, it's a bit of a call. I still want the handcuffs, that I know, but I guess we're going to do Teacher first then. We're still going to do this because I forgot, even though I shouldn't have forgotten. We have plush toys, so we can take Recluse and or Ward fourth and be relatively okay. It'll also help for Teacher here, but I want to brace anyway because badly bleeding. I would rather not have to reroll on badly bleeding, so yeah, we're gonna grab funds. I'm just gonna be so comfortable, and we'll visit History Club just in case. Curious Statuette is a thing. We'll take this, and well, Hot Bath is Hot Bath, but that's 10 Doom on a Goizo run. We're gonna actually sit here and reroll until I get the Monkey Wrench. Wow, now I'm just really curious. I'm gonna die for this, but hey, that was really interesting. But you understand why? Yeah, while running Hardware Store is a consistent strat. Like, and then I lose Monument right here. No, we could die here. We do have Recluse. Recluse can keep your Doom to a minimum, but we also have Ward, so that's not great either. Basically, we need some good luck now, but I shouldn't have done that with a score of 2 for this Nuzlocke challenge, but I made my choice. So Village, max threat level. Seaside, max threat level. What's high? Downtown? Funny enough, I'm gonna still... Even though I just complained about Doom, I'm going to set things to Downtown. And move on. So for those who, who may have missed it... Oh, we're on Ill-Fated, that's right. Never mind, we can't get lucky. I mean, we still can, event-wise, but... Which event I get is gonna be RNG. Now, the results are... bare and obvious, but hey... We have Ward, so let's actually just... Now we'll set the trash can on fire. Did I make a mistake there? Yeah, I did. Because now it's high. If it went up to low, that would be one thing. It went up to high, so I basically just hurt myself this run. Even though I might go. That is a very, not glaring weakness, but it is something Aiko doesn't do as well. It's, funny enough, Doom management. She has some in plush toy, but... That's event-wise or anything passive that other characters may have over her is something to think about. Now we can go for this. Do we need to? No. If we're going to 2-turn anyway... Well, yeah, we can. So let's do a dodge, just in case. We're taking 1 stamina damage anyway, so we might as well go for this. We get a prep strong out of this, if nothing else. And we do dodge, so... Well, since I just said we need some good RNG, I guess what I can do as I throw the sensor up is dodge the school, question mark? And we need some good luck here, because I had some bad luck, Gambler's Fallacy, basically Gambler's Fallacy at this point. And you would need a whole host of things to... Let's see what I want to say here. I'm thinking of what I really want to do next. I'm gonna go for the 25%. If we get badly bleeding, so be it. Even though that wouldn't be great. We did dodge again, so this time let's brace. But we re-rolled a lot in the hardware store. That is why I'm being so careful here. So... Oh, my body's hurting me right now, but we'll deal with it. I'll stream through the pain, and if I need to end the stream earlier, so be it. Blood Moon, but we're gonna prep attack, prep and or strong with... Attack and or strong with the... Monkey Wrench anyway. We're not passing any checks, so funny enough, Discipline gets heavily oofed in Ill-Fated, but... not really anything else I can do here. Unless Aiko somehow got the semi-auto, but obviously that's not going to happen, so CQC training. We're not going to take CQC training either. So what do I want to do now? I could take Recluse... No, we still don't want to take Recluse yet, because... I want 9 strength so I can brace Sever. That is what I am thinking of. To that end, I am now deathly scared of roads closed, so I'm going to take Botanist now and save Ward for later. And we hope. So we do nothing because we are ill-fated. And then we move on. Botanist, though, is also going to increase our Doom a bit because, you know, ending D Doom. Ending D Doom from Botanist. Ah, my body. This concludes things like the Occult Diary, right? We could also buy a spell. That could be okay too, but for now, we're gonna hope. Nope, we got nothing, so... Maybe we can throw this at someone, although I can't imagine the robe would do any damage when thrown. But we'll might as well make sure. As much, you know, rather have it than get nothing, right? Even though I spent 3 funds for this, but... You get the point, I bought it, and now I have to sit with it. So, hey. That being said, we're taking Reason here, because Doom. And let's find out what we can do. So, how much damage does it do when thrown? 0! So I just basically lost 1 fund as well, so... Anywho, we dodge and hope for the best. I guess that's another plus for dodge. On Goizo, if you have a source of damage mitigation, you might as well do a thing. Is there something else I can do here? I feel like there's something else I can do. If I want to go crazy, this is extra 3 damage, but at this point, let's go for it. Again, as I said earlier, we need all the luck we can get, so that will give us 3 damage in any other encounter. But we're stuck in this forest, so hey. Yeah, this is... Oh, I still have the sensor up, by the way. Sorry. But... Yeah, this is not going to be great. This is not going to be great at all. You cannot... Even with a plush toy. Maybe with plush toy Kana, you can escort Shiro-san out, but the amount of damage you're taking overall is just so much anyway, you'd rather still take the Doom. So... The Doom increase from ending D. Did I say decrease earlier? I meant increase, so... Yeah, not that... Well, actually, I did reroll like at least 3 times, so we would be at 50% Doom right now, but still. This is not looking good. This is what I'm trying to say. Funny enough, we take Ward here, because the roommate is currently doing 2 reason damage, and if I'm going to brace, I might as well brace on 3 over 2. But hey. I don't think there's actually any way to lower Doom in the hospital. Aside from indirect increases due to running into the dullness and throwing more items at other encounters, I should do this over... That way the strong defeats the enemy A, and then I can defeat this nurse this turn. I appreciate the steak knife. I still don't think it's going to do as much, although I will take first aid. Oh. Nope, we're going to take my weird collection because we're going to gamble on getting the Occult Diary. So yeah. That being said, we're still going to take reason damage here, I think. Yep, we will. And we'll move on. So we should be able to one-turn the boss here. Definitely with the steak knife. Will I need to throw both items is the question. 2 handcuff or not 2-turn handcuff? That's the question. Now, I could go for dodges here, but I'm gonna 2-turn this anyway. I know I just talked about good RNG, and the best RNG would be to dodge twice into a double sever, but I'm not feeling that lucky. I would never feel that lucky. So we'll move on. We do fail every check, though, so as much as I would like to decrease Doom, it's not gonna happen. And we hope. I would also donate blood, but 1, we're on ill-fated. And 2, we don't have enough stamina, so... We hope. That's more Doom, and we're probably gonna die here. Not much else to say. We're probably gonna die here. What we can do is 1-turn this with only a branch throw. We might actually be able to do more. I'm feeling lucky. I was also doing an extra point of damage, so hey. I can't remember, but maybe that decreases Doom? I don't remember the effects. I'm not going to look down in chat, and if I accidentally see it, so be it, but we'll use it if we get the chance. Otherwise, into Recluse we go. Again, we're not going to spend as much Doom in Recluse. That's just Recluse being Recluse. But unfortunately, we are going to waste away a lot of stamina here, so yeah. I will still go for Bloated here, because I don't want to lose anything, but hey. But we do fail everything else, so yeah, that's Doom, but it's less damage. I still have to start balancing here. I'm not doing so bad at the moment. Although we will take this, and then we'll move on. I don't need to get rid of Masochistic and or anything else. We'll change the batteries, because we should be able to do that much. And if need be, we'll throw the Steak Knife and Branch, because that will allow me to defeat the roommate quicker, but let's find out. Let's find out. So, we definitely want to try going for this. We can also go for this. What'll that do for me? I guess I should, right? If I throw the I'm just gonna throw them now. Yeah, I could get pickpocketed later, but so I do this. Maybe I go for a dodge. No, that's such a bad idea. 50% chance to dodge or 50% chance to take 3 reason. Yeah, I'm gonna burn some offerings. So we're gonna burn offerings and then we're gonna double sever. And that should be good enough for us, although we will level up and increase our... Well, I'm still gonna increase my reason. Am I going to increase my reason? I shouldn't need to do anything else, right? Well, Second Sight is also nice. I'm going to heal reason. Yeah, I'm going to heal reason. Because we're also on Goizo. It's nice for the game to give me the Ritual Mask, but I really needed the Occult Diary. So, road's closed now. So that's a heck of a thing. But we're going to heal stamina in the interest of Doomed already. And into Arms I go, where this could also be bad. But we'll find out. We'll find out. You know, on an off-comment tangent moment, the bunny emote is literally the exact same as the Sensor Bunny, missing, obviously, the... What do I want to call it? The sensor side? Sensor drape? Basically, just think of it as a towel draped over the bunny that says Sensor on it. But, let's just take this damage to the face, because, yeah, we need Doom. And we have Doomed already anyway. And we have Doomed. Doomed already, I think, has actually saved our life. But let's see if we have enough. We do have Memory Extract, but we'll work with what we've got. Funny enough, I'll still trade Stamina for Reason here, but let's keep our Doom use to a minimum. I did forget my second encounter check, so I need to factor that in as we're headed up this lighthouse that may or may not have Takshi-san in it. And we get to 2-turn this guy. So I'll gladly take -2 Reason. But even without Prepare, if you want to say Prepare makes Aiko that much better, so hey, that's not fair to the other characters, we can return that and say some characters get super buffed by their... you know, Prepare items. And by that, I mean the few... Most of the time, I think there's only like 1 or 2 characters that have a really good Prepare item that are not good characters on their own. In their own way. Again, there's a lot that goes into this game. So, let us do things. I think we should be fine here, though. Maybe not. We'll see. We don't have the 6th floor, right? No, we don't. So, definitely forgot my second encounter, but we definitely have enough to survive the lighthouse. So, I think this is fine. I think that's a Goizo rundown. Let's not count... Well, I say let's not count our old gods before we beat them, as I'm updating the score right now, but I think we should be okay. We'll try to remember our second encounter check, but I'm pretty sure I forgot. I can try to use some logic, because if I didn't run into anything Like, say, I think I can run into the ribcage woman. So, actually, funny enough, the gore-covered student is my second. No, never mind. It's the school. But anyway, regardless, we survived the Goizo run. So, anywho. I'll show you the scoreboard, and then we'll move on. But to rewind a bit, and there's something I could say there as well, but just about the word rewind, but... yeah, tier lists and whatnot, there's a lot that goes into World of Horror, so I understand where certain tier lists are coming from. And I do share the same opinion as others, where basically, to say it my way, you need some... having more knowledge about the game can put characters higher on the tier list, and depending on what you play on, as we get into Cthulhu Exquisite Taste Character Exclusive, which is not that great because I do want to run Ally Attack. Don't think I get the choice now. What are we on? Exquisite Taste. Why did I... anywho, why did I just forget? And Kyoko adds 5 Doom, if you're wondering. I was like, I looked at 5 Doom, then I looked at my allies. I was like, oh. That's okay, actually, for now. But we'll find out. I think sending or losing Kyoko in the distract action also counts, right? But I guess we'll see. I really shouldn't be gambling with a score of 3, but... strength, knowledge, every single stat check, second mystery, and maybe a light source check. But knowing we have exquisite taste. Thankfully, our prepare item isn't great, although I might want funds regardless. This is not great. Cthulhu as well. Whew. What do I want? Am I gonna gamble on getting a weapon somewhere? At least the rerolls in the hardware store didn't punish me too much. Even though granted, yeah, I rerolled so many times, but that changed how I went through the game. Thankfully, I survived that time, but it could have been worse. Also, we were Ico, so that heavily tipped the scales. But as I stop quoting a certain strategist from a certain strategy game, let me... definitely Police Station. There's no way you don't choose Police Station here, right? Funny enough, maybe we do... I just like History Club. I know it's RNG, and that's basically... I'm contradicting myself when I say... I don't want to roll on the RNG of running into, say... for example, a mystery that gives me a weapon, but here I am doing the... well, that's because the cost of History Club is relatively lower. Like, say I get a Cursed Doll in my first 2 visits, that's only 5% Doom for a pseudo-weapon. This we leave at Doctor's Office, there's no way we don't do that, and this is... because the thing about Monument is that I don't actually use it that much. Even though I do use it a lot when I need to, but I usually don't. I'm the type of person that still values Doom over anything. There's also a very modern strat that's come out, but I forgot what it was exactly. I need to think now because Exquisite Taste that you have to make the choice here. So yeah, but I usually like holding on to Doom, and I swear that's not just because I forget my second encounter a lot. Good tree for funds, but there's RNG as well, and that's kind of, again, that sounds like what I want to say. Is it a double standard, or is it just two-faced contra? Whatever you want to say. I don't want to roll on the RNG of tree, and yet here I am allowing a History Club. But at the same time, History Club allows you to grab an item as well, in case I need one for sailors. So that's what... things like that are what I'm thinking of when I say there are more consistent and or guaranteed uses for History Club over... but even that's not true, because tree you get funds. Yes, that's consistent for weapons. But if I don't enable Hardware Store or any other shops, there's no point putting tree. You get what I mean? So Exquisite Taste, I have basically 2 builds. One is Hope for Mysteries, or I have a no weapon strat, which means I set very specific things like Rest, History Club, or Schoolyard, Monument. But if I want a weapon, then I have to set a store, Prepare, and maybe something else. But you get what I mean. So... or hopefully you get what I mean when I'm saying 2 different town builds, basically, to say it in a short way. And there's nothing here for now. For giggles, we could disable Kana, but enables a mystery and a chance for an ally, but... There's no way I don't enable rest, right? I mean, yeah, there could be. The funny thing is, if we have Akamanto, I want to enable this, so what do I actually want to do? We do have Kyoko, so our kicks have become better. It's just that we need a time. And I think we're on character-specific perks anyway. You would go ally attack with Exquisite? Do you mean even through Exquisite still? Because the only way you would do that would be to sack... Well, actually, would it? Actually, we still can, right? I think my only gripe is that we lose Monument, even though I just complained about not using Monument as much, but... I guess we do, right? But the thing is, we have Kyoko as well. That's the only thing that's making me decide otherwise. In the end, the bottom line is that we're hoping for RNG. In the case of Ally, I guess we do, right? I'm gonna trust in the chat comment once, and we'll find out. Unless I messed up my town. But let's find out. So we'll roll this twice so I don't burn my eyes out, but we'll also put on some clothes for Mizuki. As we have Coma, Hell, Nails, Footage, and Kana. So we did get Kana, but we're gonna hold off on that for... No, we're gonna take Kana now. Because what we're gonna do is rush through and pray, basically. We do want some good RNG, but if that doesn't happen, so be it. Because what we have to do, as I kind of forgot my mysteries, I'm just going to set things downtown for the moment. But we want Kana to disappear first before we go to the schoolyard. Now, we could do... There are other things you could do, surely, but as I roll a 9 plus 2 on luck, I think I'm going to go for this. Yeah, we'll go for ally attack and hope Doom doesn't increase too much. Although we do have Hell and we do have something else, I think. But hey. And for now, because we have Kana, I feel more comfortable running this, especially with Kyoko. Basically, Kyoko Kana here is the reason why I'm going to do this. But we'll find out. So, it would be nice to hit all 3 of these. That way we can move on. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of this. So that also indirectly... minusculely nerfs Improvise and Dullness and or Burning Man, but hey. Can I not roll a 9 at all? That would be very great. But because we're worried about Doom here, we need to actually... Oh my goodness. We need to rush through the mysteries here. I should have visited the schoolyard now. I made a mistake, but... We'll grab Kana anyway, because we're probably going to take Household Hell or a Forest Mystery next, if I have a Forest Mystery. Because basically, I look through for ally attack, I don't mind as much using as much Doom, although it's a bit worrisome for me, and I know I talked about keeping Doom to a minimum, but we need allies, among other things. I forgot what I was saying, I did, but anywho. We can also let go of Kyoko near the end here, although we did go roads closed, so that's some bad RNG, but maybe we hope and pray. Nails, Footage, Hell, Coma. So, yeah, this is not going to be fun. This is not going to be fun. But, anywho, we could grab Gossip, but that actually makes this mystery worse. So, let's do this. The one saving grace is maybe we get Charisma somewhere, but that's hoping for a lot. Cher's creepy story allows you to pick up students more reliably, right? If not, so be it. I have to re-roll this, by the way. Bow, bow, but... Wow, really? Oh my goodness, we have to re-roll this. I need a second ally here. Nope, I already made... No, that's right, I made the mistake. I can't grab any more allies. I'm going crazy, because I already grabbed Kana. I was supposed to grab... I'm going crazy, no! At least we got Hermit, but I made mistakes. I made mistakes, basically. I made a lot of mistakes this run. So, we'll stick with the 12 damage thing. But anywho, yeah, I made a mistake. That's why I was scolding myself mentally so much when I accidentally forced myself into Kana. I'm going crazy. Anywho, we can't sacrifice any of our allies here. So let's just move on. Hopefully we keep Doom to a minimum. As long as we get fame and or something else. Another point in charisma as soon as possible. Basically, I just lost a bunch of experience for no reason as well. So we're in a lot of trouble, basically. So yeah. Yeah, and the student on the rooftop gives you clues for ritual, but I had it in my mind, and I proceed to still not remember that once you have 2 allies, or 3 allies in total, you can't get any more. And I think we just die here because on top of just me messing up, I think actually it didn't matter here. Do I have any way out, by the way? I don't think I do. Unless Asato grants me some spells, which did not happen. So yeah, we just die here. We just die here. I don't think my ally attack strat mistakes were not what killed me here. RNG is what killed me here. Although I should have rested. Well, hey, I'm gonna update the scoreboard in the background because I don't think there's any way out. But it was a really funny quick run, by the way. But anywho, let's just do this here. So yeah, no way out, and yeah, no, I left rest for exquisite taste. So let's do this, and let's get our score reset. So without further ado, back into the grind we go. So, although yes, I should have rested there. Although my Doom was not looking good anyway, so I still made a bunch of stuff. Anywho, it though 2 Eldritch Parasite, all perks, random item, moving on. Yeah, Tree for Stamina was a true thing, but I didn't expect to fail that many events, I guess, even though I should have known better. But we're Jury here, and while leveling up might be nice, we're just gonna... Well... is this a random Eldritch Parasite run? Or a standard Eldritch Parasite run? On a Though 2... We'll find out. Strength, Light. Basically, this is not a bad run, but... Charisma, Dexterity, Second Mystery, maybe Takushi-san. And we hope and pray, I guess. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna run Hardware Store here. And hope. We do have the checkbook, which buffs Jury somewhat. We have Metamorphosis, Festival Scissors, Sailors, Recluse though. So we'll do Scissors into Recluse instead. And I guess I'll throw my consistent strategy out the window. Unless we're not on Timeline A. We are not on Timeline A. 5 claps and away we go. And we swing for the fences, although on Eldritch Parasite that's actually not so great. But because theoretically speaking, as we light these candles up, you actually have... Well, do you have less? I have not run the numbers, actually, so I'm not going to try and lie to you, but... Hey. -3 all, really? Oh, that's right, with Thotu. A Thotu plus Harbinger. Oh, buddy boy. Yeah, the very unfortunate... Oh, my... -3 all. We could run away. We could. I don't need to experience that badly, but at the same time... Oh, goodness. We do get a 3 damage kick. So what I could do here... I'm really basically hungry for the experience. Unless I want to gamble on this. We're going to gamble on this. 95-75, or, sorry, 85-85, because I need to hit them both. That's when I should be doing things like this. But anywho. We clap 5 times. And we're right into another encounter, but this one's not so bad. Even though we're taking 3 reason damage, but we're just going to tank it in the face. And hope. Not much else to say. Where this is this... Oh, wow. Really? What can I get here? A lot of bad stuff, basically. So funny enough, we're going to resist. We'll level up once here because we have all perks Jury. That's one of our last saving graces. And now we do 4 damage kicks, so you know what? Maybe we're a lot better, although I would take protective carvings right now, but we'll deal with the cards we're dealt. Again, this run is more than winnable. If I only saw the beginning of this run, I would say that you have a good chance of surviving. 4 claps and I really said clouds. 4 claps and a bow. Road's closed, by the way, so that's... Yeah, we had scissors, but we're not on our own, are we? We are. I'm going crazy. I would also like cigarettes. But in the interest of increasing my stats as jury as much as possible, why not, right? Also allows us to brace more comfortably, and we'll soon be able to get 2 kicks and a brace, so that will, again, help out in the thing. Also minus horror progress, by the way. But since we know the ritual, let's go into Recluse and just take this damage in the face. For the sake of experience, sure. Also, funny enough, we have a lot of Doom to work with, but we're on Eldritch Parasite, so this is a very funny run where actually Eldritch Parasite is doing a lot more damage to me. But hey. Nonetheless, I guess I should just... Basically, what I want to do is take Doom now. Even though, yes, we're working with horror here. We're losing a lot of stamina and reason because of Eldritch Parasite nonsense, so... Hey. Funny enough stuff, toy might actually be better for me, but for now, let's move on. Eat it. Oh, nice. 8 strength. Why not, right? I could get rid of bloated, but I think we'll be fine. And yeah, let's do this ritual. So, 4 reason damage. Can I brace, actually? No, I cannot. It's not like I can sever my way out of this, right? So I might as well just tank the 4 reason damage. And then we level up. Improvise, Discipline, Hot Bath. Both useless on this run, funny enough, so we'll take Improvise, I guess. I should actually start building for the Lighthouse, but 9 strength is the threshold for brace, kick. So we get 8 damage a turn for a brace. You know what? That doesn't sound so bad. And then we have a dexterity charisma check, but surely maybe I should build a reason. No, but then I want to pass strength checks as well. For better or worse, we take Metamorphosis now. I never used the police station, did I? I didn't. So, I completely forgot what I had, by the way. But for now... No, actually, we set the mansion. We set the mansion for now. So, because we're going to be visiting the mansion twice in Metamorphosis, right? Am I going crazy? If nothing else, Sailors, we definitely visit the mansion twice. So, I'm leaning back from my microphone, so I might sound a bit quiet. But hey. Jury became so much better with the horror progress going down in 1.0. Yeah, I agree. No arguments there. By the way, though, if I could still pass these checks, that would be nice. But yeah, Jury, that horror decreasing was needed. Now, was it a bit much gameplay-wise? Maybe, but that's... I feel like as we use Core Strength to its benefit, to at least give me a free event, for knowledgeable players or players more experienced with players more experienced with the world of horror, you can essentially finish the run with either the horror not catching up to you, or 2, you have like your level 8, and on an all perks Jury, as I've said in the past, that can be very powerful. But with 5 knowledge, why am I rolling on this? Okay, good. Yeah, so now basically we're just Omega. We're Omega Jury, but I'm gonna start building charisma for the sake. I'm gonna forego theoreticals and events for the sake of guaranteed, possibly Lighthouse checks. So yeah, and we're taking all damage here. So let's try to basically heal reason the only way we can, by mitigating reason loss in the Lighthouse by increasing our charisma. Yeah, it's only 2 reason, but hey. Although, funny enough, maybe this is better? No, it's not. No, it's not. because I get more flexibility here. Unless I want to dodge. I could go for a dodge as well, maybe. Can I? Question mark? If I can remember where it is? No. Because my dexterity is at 4. So, what we can do is guarantee these. Because, yeah, I think this is still better. Because I can guarantee one and another kick is at 90%. So, hey. I could also go for this. Oh, I should have gone for this. I'm going crazy. Well, nonetheless, I'm going to do this because this guy is hurting me a lot. So, maybe I didn't want to do that, but it's too late. I've already made my choice. Fetid Fume, so be it. We're on Eldritch Parasite. Why did I get Hot Bath twice on an Eldritch Parasite run, by the way? I might actually reroll my... I'm gonna reroll this. Okay, well... That's not that much better, but I'll have to take my luck where it is, because we still want to level up, if possible. So, yeah. And into Festival I go, because I don't want to be stuck in Sailors. That's what we're looking at. We have a light source, so we want to keep that as much as possible, and funny enough, we're going to visit the village to try and level up. Instead, we lose 2 reason. This is why I don't visit the village. No! And I think reason actually had... Was it more stamina loss or more reason loss? I only know as much of that because I have been doing Event of the Day, which requires me to grind a lot. I'm actually going to look for souvenirs. These all cost 4 funds, never mind. But I could try to make something work. But hey. Instead, we're going to look for friends. And yeah, he does nothing because that heals stamina at the end of every mystery when I can't heal. So... Can I get a dog at least? No, I can't, apparently. If I die here, it is my fault at this point. Let's not get it twisted. Although I do want to throw away the lump of flesh. I also don't want to run too out of funds. So, hey. That's a lot of damage. Let's actually run. Yeah, let's actually run. So... the horror is probably going to catch up to us here, but I did not want to take more reason damage, basically. So, we will level up at the end of this mystery. Oh, I don't have... Yeah, that's right, I have on my own, so there's that as well. But nonetheless, thankfully, the variety RNG has allowed it so that I did not pick up an ally. If nothing else, I could have just sent that ally or sacrificed them somewhere, so... It wouldn't have been that much of a problem. And aside from the theoretical sweet spot that was, yeah, my stats lowered for a moment, but regardless, it really depends on the ally too. If I got, say, Iwa, I wouldn't have complained as much unless I really needed the charisma here, which was something I do need, but... No. Now the game is just taunting me, but we'll take Second Sight. That's a good consolation prize. And we're doing okay, but it's not over yet. That being said, I do having a weapon here would be nice, so that's something I need to get accustomed to as Jury. So some quick advice as Jury. If you're very good at managing your horror and leveling up, you want to keep a weapon on you, because, especially fast weapons, because your accuracy will shoot up through the roof by nature of your level increasing. If you don't know why, just look at my battle tutorial video, but the shorthand version is, the more levels you have, the more accurate you are, and at level 7... Pretty much you have like at least that minimum 90-95% chance of hitting everything without any attack boost or prepare action. So, yeah. Anywho, 8 charisma. I don't know why I do this to myself. Why, as my voice breaks, that's just how flabbergasted I am. This is not a good day for anyone. But me, in the case of this stream, man... If this event did not suck you into an otherworldly event, while I'm ranting here, that is quite a fair compromise, but, like... Anywho, we roll a 12 plus 1 on charisma. We'll go for the Ancient Ring, I guess. Not that it really helps me, but... and then we visit the school nurse, and then we get caught by the horror, so that's what it is. But level 7, you're able to hit everything anyway. That's just the power of levels. Funny enough, the level giving you accuracy does more than your stats increasing. And if you didn't know, I can also point you to someone else who does World of Horror content, who also recently ran a run where their stats were all above 12, pretty much. So that should speak for itself. Also, let's actually throw this. We can actually use it to throw away, but we're on timeline A, so it didn't matter. Well, it did matter if I wanted a thorough investigation / ending A, but we're as good as we're gonna be, and I think we still survive. As much as I complained about this run, basically there are a lot of things I could do better. I am very hard on myself for that. If there's something I can optimize and I catch myself not optimizing, I will be a bit miffed at myself. But regardless, we should be okay here. So I can pretty much mindlessly walk up this lighthouse, and yeah, that's a, what god are we on? A Thotu rundown? So anywho, yeah, that should be an Thotu rundown. We have 8 charisma. We're doing perfectly fine. And let's see, Recluse second. And yeah, we're perfectly fine. But as I said, Jury running a weapon is something I need to get used to. If I know that I'll be leveling up a lot, and or the horror progress will not increase as much. But as I show you the scoreboard, my goodness, we're at least starting off strong. We didn't fail another run, that's for sure. But I'll give you my odds at the start of the run, basically. Although I really should wait until the mysteries, but things can happen in sublocations as well. So, quick play we go. Azal, I almost said Zektas. Azal, World of Horror, all perks, Jury again. So, Azal, on the other hand, while you can't, if you avoid things, it's basically, this run is going to be, if things work out well, they'll work out really well. If things are unlucky for me, Azal-wise, then it's going to be a miserable time. A much more miserable time, but we'll see. My chance of surviving this run is pretty much 55% right now. I'll fluctuate the odds as we move on. Second encounter, Toxiton, Charisma, Dexterity, Strength, and maybe second mystery. But we're Jury, so we still want to keep things on the down low, if possible. Unfortunately, we're not on a Thotu, so we don't get a damage increase, but we'll work with what we've got. But I'm going to go hardware store here, just in case. So we get the library notes. Seal of Savesh. Don't mind if I do. Do I gamble again? No. So we're going to grab these funds. I think this is a very... Is this a threshold for Jury? So after grabbing 2 funds, assuming you sell the library notes, I think you only need to use the checkbook once. And yeah, we got the rumor, but we have all perks. Festival, Botanist, Flood, Sailor's Hell. Well, this is not as nice of a run, but we'll deal with it. So probably Botanist, Hell, Flood, unless I plan to look for Timeline B, which could be a thing, but we want a weapon first, so we'll do this. 2 for each spell learned. So not okay so far. So my chance of success or surviving is probably 72-ish%. Again, I'm really... me being that specific is not really anything to talk about, but let's not count our chickens. So Monkey Wrench, Jury, and away we go. I should also use the police station as well, but that'll depend. We ignore it for stamina for now, unfortunately. Depends. Village, hospital, max threat level. So we shouldn't need to send anything. I don't even want to enter the police station in fear of increasing my horror progress. So, have I found that quick play rolls Eldritch Parasite a lot? In my opinion, yes. It might not actually be true, but that's theoretical probability, right? That being said, I won't be surprised if somehow that's true because we don't roll... Is it Commoner? Is there a chance to not roll Commoner? I know you can't roll Kana. That I know, but... Anyway, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm currently busy doing a thing, so... Hey. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but I just think that's my bad luck. Now, is it true or not? I'm not sure, because that's... You would have to basically run an experiment. Why am I taking so much damage again? Or is that just Snoo Snoo? I think it's just Snoo Snoo Monster being Snoo Snoo Monster. Anywho. I don't want to eat this in the face. I might have no choice, though. Roll on 40%. We're going to roll on 40%. Pretty much 50-50. I want to hit at least once in these 2 turns, and if that doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I guess we really do take -3 all. I'm not going to roll the RNG here. My RNG's bad enough, so we'll take -3 all and take the experience. Thankfully, Dream Eater grants you a lot of experience, but hey. And then we do this for as much experience as we can with Jury before the horror catches up to us. We could only hit level 3, though. This could be a regular... With checks like that, this could be a regular Jury run. And by that, I mean, my regular Jury run, it involves only reaching level 3 before getting caught by the horror. But we'll see. So, in the interest of not increasing Doom... Yeah. Oh, Yumiko, sorry. So yeah, not Yumiko. I just rolled Kana in this stream. I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I do now, but you can't roll Yumiko and you can't roll Commoner, apparently. But you can roll Kana. What am I talking about? Anywho. I'm forgetting because I'm concentrating on not increasing my horror progress as Jury. That's my excuse, if nothing else. But, hey, moving on. On a quick tangent, as we're autopiloting through this, and this is going to increase my... actually, let me concentrate for a moment, or let me look at this. So what does this do? So overall, your horror progress on ending D here still decreases by 4, but not as much as it could have. So, anywho, all perks, okay. Bad RNG is forgiven, because we have Adrenaline. The other 2 perks aren't bad as well, but I really like... I'll agree with others when they say time action speed decrease is a very, very strong thing. Now, that being said, I could also choose to take Flood here, but let's hope Household Hell does not actually destroy us first. Because if we can get out of Household Hell, we can take Flood and we have to risk going through. Should I have done that? Azal is now going to increase my Doom by 1%. That's not so bad, but... if we get Book of Gore, though, that'll be something else. Baffles why we can roll Kana, which is the Easter egg character, not you. Well, for me, it's on the same lines of thinking as you, where Yumiko is unlocked before Kana, theoretically, right? And on the character selection screen, Yumiko is more to the left, which is, again, a character you get before Kana, obviously. Can I roll well, by the way? Anywho. So you would think that Yumiko could be rolled, but apparently not. So I'm wondering if that's not just a... Yeah, I'm wondering how that's actually programmed, because that means something could be very, very messed up. But I guess we'll see. We'll see. That's obviously, you know, relative, as much as I don't want to say it, it's still a low priority, but I had to roll that, by the way, because I need experience right now, but it's a low priority bug because it doesn't crash your game, although it does remove a lot of fun. So in my opinion, it's a medium, at least minimum medium priority bug. And if you don't know, that kind of lingo is more for like game testing, like priority. And the word itself, priority, should kind of clue you in as to how important it is, but anywho. Will we want to 2-turn this, or do I want to brace? I want to brace, don't I? Because this gets me out anyway. Yeah, it does. So, but yeah, priority as a word that humans can understand should kind of clue you in. But basically, I would see it as a mid priority, but I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, people think it's a low priority bug. Now that being said, it is quite hard to see until you notice, hey, why haven't gotten Yumiko from Quick Play? Because a lot of people usually, even before 1.0, they did a lot. They went through the run customization, so you didn't really play Quick Play. But anywho, this, we're still going to increase strength. Was there any other reason I wanted to do otherwise? Anywho, the best that could come out of this is that we get into Flood. We should be relatively okay. And by nature, again, design-wise, playing Jury to avoid the horror progress and doing well means your Doom is going to be low anyway. So, as the Misery Parasite affects me a bit, it's not so bad, so I don't mind. Now, if we get the experience decrease, or experience Doom increase, sorry, then we're going to have some problems, but we'll see. So, 2 for each funds. That's not so bad. We can throw away our funds, and funny enough, we can take out of funds at the moment, so let's find out. I think we still want to... We can actually do this. So we're still fine. But one day, if and when the developer gets out for... Ever have any issues with phantom items in inventory? A few runs, but I can't see... Spamming improvise, but... Okay, so that specifically is a general bug that still needs to be fixed to this day, I think. Where if you throw... Say that if this energy drink is a monkey wrench. If you throw a second monkey wrench while you have one equipped, the game thinks that you haven't thrown any items, so it'll stay at 1 out of 4. Do you get what I mean? By extension, if you are in that situation where you're improvising a lot, and then you equip, say, a branch, and then you throw branches that you pick up, your inventory is going to start bugging. That's where that bug comes from. So, in case you didn't know. But basically, throwing... And that includes, I think, Slot B and Slot C items as well. So, if I had another Caracasa mask right now, and I had 4 Caracasa masks, my inventory would say 4 out of 4, but if I threw every single Caracasa mask at an enemy, specifically, it's the throw action. If you discard, I don't think it affects you. But if you throw every single one, it'll still say 4 out of 4. So that's that bug. So, yeah, if you have a broken bottle equipped and you throw 2 broken bottles, the inventory will still think you have those 2 in your inventory. So that's that. And that's a bug that hasn't been fixed for a long while, I think, because I think it was definitely in effect in the last update as well, before 1.0, to my memory. I was about to say in my opinion, but that makes no sense. Anywho. Yeah, this would be nice, but I'm just going to be safe and brace instead. And we'll move on. But yeah, that's that. That's the... What do we want to call it? I guess it's more a throw bug, right? Because it only affects you when you do the throw action. And it's not the inventory's fault. But, you know, you call it whatever we want. It's been addressed a few times, so at this point I wouldn't expect... Ooh, what do I want here? Probably on my own again, for the sake of passing more checks. Jury-wise, I would take On Your Own. I personally would take Daddy's Girl, and Running Shoes is not bad either, but for the sake of being stronger, let's do On Our Own. And then we visit the forest and see what happens. But anywho. Forgot what I was talking about, but moving on. -2 all, by the way. Can I do better? Probably not, unless I want to do this on my second turn, which I could do. That's actually a good call. So what I'm going to do is brace here still, or I could dodge. Basically, anywhere where you could brace before a kill turn is when you could theoretically run dodge, but that's if you're feeling lucky. And it's very interesting to try out, but not while I'm doing a Nuzlocke challenge. Unless I have to hope to the old gods that I can dodge. But anywho. Moving on. So, we have to try. I didn't have to try, but we're gonna do this now. More for decreasing horror progress, but also to heal stamina. So away I go. And I do have the... You know what? In the interest of keeping everything on the down low, let's get rid of funds. And move on. Bye. So yeah. So there's something I mentioned way earlier in the stream, which was... Oh, can I actually do this? I can. Yeah, something I said earlier is... Or I wanted to talk about earlier, was basically using the same lingo as other, people on Discord or otherwise. To that, I just have to say, I swear it's a coincidence, but anywho. I could brace or dodge here, or go for this. My odds aren't so bad here, so let's do this, and hopefully we hit 3 of these, which we do. And then we level up again as Jury, because we're cool like that. We have Blood Moon, but we're Jury with a whole bunch of stuff, so... I don't know. Zeal, I do understand why people take Zeal. I don't, but I guess if it makes more sense if you're using a faster weapon that deals less damage. Or basically a faster weapon. Which theoretically I can do here. And if I'm Jury, you know what, maybe... I mean, yeah, I shouldn't be doing science. I don't have any weird curses, right? No. So I don't like Zeal though. I don't like the decrease. My gripe with Zeal is that, well, especially on non-Yashiro characters, or non-high faith Yashiro, is that I'm slapping my thigh right now, but I'm wearing shorts, is that if I get stuck in, say, a mystery like hell, or I have to, old gods forbid, I have to rest for Doom because I just end up losing so many checks that I'm gonna take Second Sight. I'm gonna take Zeal. And if I lose this run, I'm gonna blame the people who like Zeal. That's what I'm gonna do. So, thankfully, well, with that, I can take experience a lot more comfortably, but we'll see. I mean, again, it's not a bad thing to do as I run into the experience demon, but we'll have to deal with it. So, away I go. Our Doom is low, but our horror catching up to us is less great, and we'll visit the village again. Basically, I'm doing a lot of things I wouldn't normally do, but it's time to find out. Ah! Sorry. Let's lose it. I'll lose it. Hey, lose it. Let's lose it. I'll lose it. Why am I not... 10 strength, by the way. That's... Now, old gods forbid I get another stack of coughing blood, but this... And this is why... why I don't visit the village investigation one, but anywho. I really should grab an ally for stamina or reason here, if for no other reason. Well, Hermit... No. And then they throw Hermit at me for increasing Doom. But overall, it's still a Doom decrease, but... Oh, man. Alright, moving on. So... Oh no, I don't have funds. But yeah, basically we're working. We still wanna do as much as we can with Jury if possible. Now, the horror is gonna catch up to us, but that if that Hasty 8 turns into coughing blood, I think I'm just gonna end the stream. I'm just gonna end the stream if that happens. Anywho, Holy Glyphs H item. Unfortunately, I don't have enough. And I think the horror catches up to us here, so unfortunately, we don't get to level up again. I'm shaking my head silently. I think I can try and avoid... We have 2 funds as well, but I think it catches... I should just do math here. 12? Yeah, that's way too much. And if I get rid of 2 funds, the horror still catches up. So, away we go! Yeah, not much else to do. The horror's gonna catch up, and we're off a little bit, but our Doom is still doing okay, unless this gives us experience. I guess we can find out. So I can brace here and grab the Spiral Hood. If nothing else, that puts our Dexterity back at 4, but I'm probably just gonna visit the nurse, so... Or someone else, sorry. Nope, we get no experience, so 12 Doom. Funny enough, our Doom is actually... I actually should have just gotten rid of the funds anyway, but we'll go through another mystery with the pain on our face as we do this. So, 12 strength and old gods forbid. Things happen, but I actually want to keep the lump of flesh, so we'll throw the Karakasa mask away later. Haha, Azal, you can't doom me out on experience anymore, but I can't level up either, so who really has the last laugh here? I really shouldn't, but... Anywho. So, nothing else. We walk through and hope we survive. We walk through and hope we survive. We'll take the Doom hit here, and we should be able to survive. But we'll find out. 5 charisma. If we rolled strength, we would have failed, by the way. But anywho. We will trade stamina for reason, because we have the lump of flesh. I really should get rid... If I need to use these funds, I might as well get rid of my injuries. But let's find out, right? So, we'll get as close as we can. I think there's at least 2 more investigations left. Or 3, sorry. This, however, is not what I'm willing to do. So let's actually brace here. And then roll the dice. Yeah, not much else to say. I would come up with something witty, but that RNG really hurt me. So it hurt me in a way that can't be taken back. At least we can get 18 damage guaranteed, but let's finally get rid of these injuries. Or an injury, at least. Funny enough, I want these painkillers on me. Do I want these? No, I want to sell these. Wait. Let's see what we can get rid of first. So that's a minor injury, and I think there's actually minor as well. And we should be okay. Now, what I want to do before the end of this mystery is throw 2 items away and store everything else. And thankfully, what we can do is sell something here. And then buy them around. But here, let's throw away the energy drink and throw away the Caracasa mask. We're on timeline A. And then we do this, and Azal is going to take however much doom it can. And we should be fine. So, without further ado, I think we survive perfectly fine. But just to be safe, let's do whatever heal... Oh, I accidentally took experience, but we have a lump of flesh, we should be okay. Theoretically. Dexterity, strength, charisma. Do we have the 6th floor? We do. So we could possibly still die. I mean, as long as Takshisan is alive, funny enough, even though he is a relatively easy encounter, he is can be a pseudo-infinite source of doom increase, so, you know. We took a lot of other things. I don't remember, so let's just eat that in the face. I took Flood Third, that I know for sure. Unless I didn't, then I'm gonna be sad. But for now, let's do this, and if I somehow miss enough to not defeat Takshisan, that would have been really bad, as I switched tenses in the same sentence. But we should be fine here. Nothing really strange should happen, even if I fail the second mystery check. I should be okay. So, I think we have 1 run left in the stream here. And I think I did Botanist into Hell. I did. So that's a hole in the ground that's been taken away. And I will show you the scoreboard in a hot moment as I update it. And yeah, we'll move on to our next run shortly in about 20 seconds. So, yeah, probably going to be the last run of the stream, but, you know, if I end on a score of 3, I think that's actually more than what I started with. I think I started with actually 1, so now if I get reset, I throw that down the drain of the Recluse Apartments location. But hey, we get at Exquisite Taste All Perks Mimi. So, we'll equip the Scalpel, and I think because we are on... No, it's not because of anything. We're on all perks, so this could go really well. Although I do want First Aid, but we'll work with all perks. Second, Strength, Knowledge, Takshisan maybe, and maybe Charisma. Or Takshisan last, but maybe Charisma. And then, funny enough, I'm going to set a Legal Den. I think that still saves me more than Monument, depending. And we'll keep Rest, and we'll be happy with this question mark. I should really start remembering characters' charisma levels, but we'll leave the History Club on. 6 was okay, so maybe I should have left the schoolyard. Again, testing things out, even though I'm doing the Nuzlocke challenge, but anywho. We're on all perks and we found the rumor, but so be it. Festival, Painting, Arms, Vigil, Flood. What a loadout to get. I guess we're doing Arms into Flood Paint, or Arms, Painting, Flood. Definitely those 3 first. So away we go. And for giggles, if I see folklore studies, I will build into knowledge. But if I don't and find something else like adrenaline or fast swimmer, we're gonna swerve. So Yeah, let's just move on. Let's not use as much Doom as possible, just in case I need to rest. So, we will still roll on relative 50-50s. But we'll do our best to survive. So, as I said, we're going to do our best to survive. We can't really brace into anything, so we take 6 Doom here about. Yeah, we take 6 Doom here. And move on with our lives. Could be a lot worse. Could have been a lot better, but hey. We do have Flood, thankfully, so that's going to do something for me, but yeah. Now, some people grab a quote-unquote better weapon with Mimi, because that's essentially that's what people do. Now, would I rather prefer something like the, say, maybe Ritual Dagger or Small Candle? Sure, but I'm perfectly fine with the Scalpel. Now, what the Scalpel doesn't allow you to do is brace attack comfortably, but hey, we are in Timeline B, and now we're taking a bunch of damage, so I think we can still get this, right? Yeah, we can. 52%, but do I believe in my RNG right now? That's what I'm asking myself, really. Because otherwise I should do this, take 9 stamina damage. 24, I guess we do, right? I'm not gonna risk it. I could start bracing here. And for all intents and purposes, I should. But I don't need to. Because in the end, I'm gonna be doing death. Now, what I could do is take less stamina damage, so I'm still going to brace kick regardless, but we only take 8 stamina as opposed to 9 stamina. So let's do that at least. Or maybe, yeah. So we have Blood Moon, so Prep Attack, Scalpel is going to be the choice, but we only get to brace into probably nothing, so let's hope we get a good all-perk from this. And you know what? In the interest of being Mimi, we'll do this. We do have a knowledge check, but we can still kind of swerve. So, for now, let's actually take Flood now. Because we have Doomed already, I'll be healed stamina-wise for Painting, is the plan. And we're gonna Desperate Action next turn anyway, so hey. But we defeat this enemy regardless in 2 turns, without Desperate Struggle. Now, if Desperate Struggle increased your Doom by, like, 1, heck, maybe even 2, depending, that would be a heck of a thing, but, you know. I do want cigarettes later, so I will take the funds. And let's visit this village and find out. I would also like an extra point of damage. I think that would actually help me out. Yeah, that would actually help me out. Do I need Doom for anything else? No, right? So I'm actually going to take these 2 for Doom. And that I think this has been less, because it used to be 2 for 10 Doom, now it's 2 for 7. And we did get Iwa, so we also got a Sato. But just in case we need the extra point of damage, I'm going to save a Sato for now. And I want cigarettes over that, so hey. I think I'm just gonna run into the boss like this. Yeah, I'm gonna run into the boss like this, because I'm hurt, so yeah, if the theologists were at the school, well, no, I would still be doing this, because our max reason is 10. So, anywho. Yeah, so we can't really do much else, except this. I should probably send a Sato here, in the interest of doing more damage, so it's not letting go. But hey, yeah, so... Oh, it's only against the A enemy, that's right. I just lost a Sato for no reason. We at least have spells to forget. Oh, what I could have done is kick into a Prep Strong. That could have saved me some. But regardless, we're here now, so we are going to forget these because we're on Ath. And hopefully we... Ooh. Yeah, my odds aren't great here. So, what we're actually going to do... I could trade stamina for reason, but I'm going to hope... I'm going to hope Doomed already pulls through for me. Especially as we get the tireless bonus, so hey. Time skip, so be it. We had Flood, so fair enough. But my doom is steadily increasing, so into painting I go. Now, the moment we get roads closed, my RNG takes a nosedive, but for now, let's take the worst of two evils, and we might have to do Vigil last because all we have are non-town mysteries, so I can't even get cigarettes. But anywho. Yeah, but we have the Giga Chad who is Iwa with us, so Assalto is essentially a loss of 2 reason at minimum, and if I could roll well on strength when I have it high, that would be great. But at least we have Doomed already. Doomed already is like a top tier perk for me. If it wasn't already top tier for other people, you heard it from me. It's top tier for me. Now this encounter I could run away from because this is a lot of damage. So yeah, we're gonna run away. Again, the moment we get roads closed, this is gonna hurt a lot. This run is gonna hurt. I promise you that. But until that moment happens, we have an 85% chance of surviving this run. It'll never be 100% because RNG could just take a huge nosedive and hey, bad things happen. Theoretically, I could try to fight this boss as well, but I don't think I don't feel that confident. So, away I go. Is this going to be Mimi and Iwa doing what they can, and we run from this encounter as well. So, going into our 4th mystery, as we get hot garbage, but I think we have a knowledge check, right? So I should build knowledge here. But if you have a charisma check, so be it. That will increase my threshold for the lighthouse. Let's check. Oh no, spells on Ath, but we do have a charisma check, possibly. So let's keep that in mind as we move onward. I did forget my second encounter, so that's not great. I think I'm gonna hope it was a sweaty assailant, but we'll find out. We don't need to rest, so funny enough, we'll take Vigil now and move on with our lives. We also have a lot of... Like, I just can't pass this event for the life of me. I can't do it. But we had we had Doomed already, so I didn't mind it as much. But anywho. All things considered, HP-wise, I should have decreased my reason for stamina, but hey. And we're gonna clap 3 times and bow. So, moving on. But yeah. Yeah. Like... How do I... Actually, we know how we play if we assume we're ill-fated 75% of the time, but it doesn't feel good. I'll tell you that. Is it interesting? Is it worth making a channel for? Probably, but just don't forget about me, alright? Don't forget about me when you're making characters and stuff. Because yes, a character with 2 in every stat can still theoretically survive Zectast, with every single Zectast event happening. That being said, I don't need the experience here, but I think with the meat cleaver in my hand, I can 2-turn. Never mind, I can't. Unless I'm planning to throw the flashlight as well. So, what we're actually going to do is roll on 65% and hope and pray. Actually, we got bonus damage, so we're perfectly fine. I didn't even need to throw the meat cleaver, so all I did was waste my time. Knowledge is a heck of a thing. But anywho, that's not a failure, so unfortunately Doomed already doesn't proc there, but 80% of the time it's gonna proc, including events where it doesn't seem like you're rolling on anything, but since Mimi has low max reason anyway, we're just gonna take that extra reason damage and move on. In the interest of keeping Doom low. And we should, again, we have like a 98% chance of surviving this run. Now, is this Pillar Vampire going to make things easier? No, but we don't have to fight it, so away I go. I will, however, grab this Masqué, and I didn't need to increase knowledge, but hey, we're here now. And we should be fine. Now, we don't get to pass the charisma check, but we don't have a 6th floor either, yet. And we have Festival, so that's a relatively low doom. If I visit the... No, it doesn't matter, actually, because it costs 1 doom to rest anyway. So, We're gonna take that hot onsen recovery. And then we visit the festival twice. Now, we should just buy souvenirs. That does cost Doom, but we can then lower Doom while eating pancakes. So, as we go our way into also Fujiko as well, we should be perfectly fine. I'll sell the Karakasa mask in the interest of out-of-fun shenanigans, but we have a 99% chance of surviving this run. And we have the attack dog, so we're hunky-dory. Hunky-dory, sorry, I'm not sorry, but it's not boring, I swear. And we'll move on with life. We'll move on with life. We'll hold on to this level, funny enough, even though the accuracy would be nice. It won't matter because I'm prep attacking anyway. And we should be just fine. Now, I did forget my second encounter check, so we could run into a whole host of issues, but for now, if we throw this broken bottle, or we don't need to, so 2 1 rolls, I rolled like 12, at least double that, probably even triple that amount. All things being fair. Like, exactly 12. But anywho, let's please not be in Timeline B, because then I could lose this run, and then I have to actually think. But that's something I often do. Thankfully, we're on Timeline A, so I think we get a pass. But I really, really need to remember my second encounter checks. Yes, I have pancakes on me, but let's assume that our luck is not always great. So, and pancakes ultimately increased my Doom by 2, but we get 2 stamina healing. So you know what? HP-wise, that's not so bad. What is bad is that, did I never take handcuffs, by the way? I didn't, did I? Anywho. We don't have the 6th floor. So we can do everything in my power to level up. Deft handling does nothing for us, so we just do our best and move on. But we shouldn't die is the important part, unless I get both of these wrong. We did flood second. Yeah, we did flood second. We did fight the boss of arms as a dog thanks me for buying pancakes in the background, but I want to say it was the vent crawler, right? No, it was not, really. I fought 2 enemies in arms. Are you serious? Anywho. Alright, that's a lesson. So, that's a lesson. I don't have anything open, funny enough, but as the dog in my party continues barking, we shouldn't die here, is the important part. Now, if I miss a whole bunch of these, I really shouldn't gamble here. We can also eat pancakes just to make things better for ourselves, but anywho, hold on for a second. You silly doggy. Now I have a dog with me. But anywho. Yeah, stay with me. I pet you. I pet you. But let's actually just be safe and brace, because there's no reason not to. Now, if I miss a bunch of these, that will be a thing. But at least when we brace, we won't die. So my mistake. It was a dog that was in the house, and we get to level with the power of quick learning. Quick learner? Question mark? But we also get to defeat Takshisan here. Wait, am I dead to Doom? Wait, why did I die to Doom? Wait, hold on a minute. Did I make a mistake? No, dog, this is your fault. No, even though it's my fault. Wow! I died. Did I not brace? I mean, I'll take it. Not like my score was that high anyway, but actually, no, my score was at 2, so yeah, that was actually pretty bad. That was really bad. I died because of me. Hey, that's the motto of this challenge, if nothing else. But here's the scoreboard. It's completely wiped clean because I did a thing. But regardless, we'll do our best. This is an ongoing series regardless, and it wasn't going to end in, like, I would even say 2 streams anyway. But it would be pretty important for me to remember my second encounter, if nothing else, because that and me dying to Takshisan was why I lost the run. So, without further ado, not much else to say. If you want to support me and you haven't subscribed to my channel and you're watching right now or from the future, please subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, not really much else to say. I am here to listen to anyone, you know, anyone who wants to say anything, ask any questions and so on. But yeah, you know. Just remember my second encounters and or that there's no reason I should have died there, basically. Also, visiting the dog shop or the festival dog shop in Festival did a number on me as well. But as I pet this dog, yeah, that's a heck of a thing. But yeah, not much else to say. I have memberships open. I think I actually have 2 members right now. So I think 2 more gets me another emote, even though I haven't done an emote yet either. But hey, I will be doing things, and I think we're still working on, video-wise, we're working on the Harbingers. What did I call it exactly? I don't even remember because I'm kind of flabbergasted that I got myself killed there in-game. But the Harbingers Released Challenge series, which pretty much we're going to go through every character and maybe every old god, but yeah, at the same time, I still need to work on Harbinger Horror as well, unless other things happen. But without further ado, yeah, not much else to say. I won't take up more of your time. That has been the stream. Even though I started late, I have to just live with it because a lot of things are happening in real life. So, yeah, without further ado, that should be the end of the stream. Thank you for watching. If you're watching right now or in the future, I still thank you regardless. And, yep, I'll see you later. There should be an event of the day. And, yeah, that's it. Bye!